In this video, I'm going to show you how our client communication templates work and what they look like inside of the Tern CRM. This is for travel advisors who want a more streamlined, consistent client experience without reinventing the wheel for every booking. So let's start with what we mean by a workflow. A workflow is a compilation of steps that creates your client process. A client experience workflow for travel advisors is a structured framework encompassing the series of interactions and communications between a travel advisor and their clients through the various stages of a booking. It aims to deliver a seamless and positive experience for clients from the initial inquiry to post-trip follow-up. This is where a templated workflow is really going to make a big difference in your business. The benefits of a templated workflow are that you can create brand consistency in your client experience and enable prompt responses from your clients. Save time for handling other parts of your business, allowing you to scale, particularly when utilizing automations. Maintain thorough documentation and minimize risk by ensuring that legal jargon is included in each transaction, and reduce the chances of errors or oversight. Now, let's talk about what stages of the client journey our templates actually cover. So our templates are designed to support the entire life cycle of a booking. They include email templates, form templates, and task lists to support you through the entire process from inquiry and intake, creating the proposal, confirming the booking, servicing the sale, and to traveling and beyond. You're not just getting emails, you're getting a complete client journey. So our task lists are split into two. You're going to get a new lead task list and a booked trip task list. So you're going to get all of the tasks and emails and forms that you need to send to service somebody who's reaching out to you to inquire all the way until booking a trip. And then you're going to jump into from when that trip is booked through the lead up process to a trip, while they're traveling, when they return, and everything in between, including like if a cancellation was to happen, etc. So let me quickly show you the different workflow options that we offer. We offer different workflow types based on the type of travel you book. Each workflow includes pre-written emails, client forms, and task lists designed for that booking type. So we have standard FIT client communication templates, destination wedding, Disney inspired, sun and sand, river cruise, ocean cruise. And then we also have supplier communication templates. These are not to be sent to clients. These are sent to suppliers to interact with them for different stages of the booking as well. So if you're curious about what is exactly included in each of these, we recommend going onto our website. It's going to be linked in the notes below, and you can go and see a description of our product, the inclusions, as well as the details. So for Tern specifically, you're going to get done for you email templates. You are not going to get an editable Google document. Instead, you're going to get one-click share codes. So these are going to allow you to seamlessly implement the templates into your account. They're pre-built for you, so you're not going to have to manually build every single email form or task list. We've already done the heavy lifting, and you'll just click a button to implement each of these templates into your account, which saves you so much time. You'll get professional email header graphics that you can either use in the general form that they're in, or you can customize them to your brand, which we highly recommend doing. You'll get client forms that are pre-built, to task lists like we talked about, the new lead and the book trip. We have automations set up within those booked task lists. We'll share our recommendations with you, and then you'll get a step-by-step getting started guide so that you can actually see how to build these, what to implement first, and how to, get everything set up in your account, which is super helpful. So if you want to see those details, each type includes a different number of emails and forms based on that type of travel. So you can view all of those on our website here, and you can choose the workflows that match what you sell. So now I want to give you a little glimpse of what you're going to get access to. So this is the getting started guide. When you purchase, you will be able to see basically how to set up your new templates, the share codes for each of these, how to set up like what emails and forms go together, accessing your header graphics, the automation templates, and workflow templates. So you'll just kind of get a quick glance at what this looks like. It's going to be super helpful for you. And then at the very end, we do have a mock client walkthrough so that you can see how we work through all of the tasks using ourselves as a client. You can kind of see exactly how everything is going to work and give you a little head start. So let's jump into the live demo now. I first want to show you where everything's going to live. So when you go to your library, you'll see forms, emails, task automations, workflows. So you're going to get for Tern all of these. So I'm going to show you just one example of each. So here's an example of one of the forms. We're just going to jump into a client inquiry form. You do have two in Tern. So this one is meant to be manually sent to a client through Tern. You will manually create that trip and send it. This one, we recommend like adding to your website, embedding this there, because once this is completed, it's automatically going to create a new trip. So you have two different options. Here's an example of one of the forms. I will show you a preview here. You can kind of, go through this. Your client will be able to check off everything. So that's what one of the forms would look like. And then we have our emails. I'll show you the email that would go with that specific form. What we recommend doing is taking that form and hyperlinking it within the email. There's a new way that you can send forms now in Tern, so how you send forms is totally up to you, but we like to hyperlink it within that email template. Here is a preview. And then our task list. So you can create the tasks in here, the automations in here, and then you can pull them into your workflows, which is what we call a task list. So let me see, new inquiry workflow. Let's just click in here, for example. So you have due dates in here. You have the different tasks. When you would click into a task, we'll talk you through what you need to do within that task, and then you can go and complete that action. Now, we do not have automation set up in the new inquiry workflow. That is something that we do have included in the booked workflow. But again, these are templates, so you're welcome to tailor these and add however you would like to. And then you can auto apply in here, which is really cool. We recommend doing that. If you have multiple workflow types, you might not want to do that. But if you're just choosing one, then you can auto have it import. So this will keep you on track at every stage. This again is from the moment somebody reaches out until they return. And then we have the book trip, which is going to walk you through all of the tasks from the moment that you booked until they return from their trip, and so on and so forth. So that is kind of a little overview of what we want to show you. I hope this gave you a clear picture of how our client communication templates work and what they look like in action. If you're looking for a more organized, repeatable client experience, these templates give you the structure to support that. You can explore the different workflow options on our website using the link below. And if you have any questions, just submit a contact form. We are always happy to help.